Once again, back with another market recap and stocks to watch. Been a pretty wild day. Um, so we got a lot of fears from a resurgence of the pandemic, and stocks are selling off. You see the SPY, which a lot of traders use to track and predict where the market is going. So waiting for this to load for some reason. Okay, here we go. Had a big gap down, really big gap down. So, I mean, a key level right now is the 422, the 50 moving average. So, we stay above that, we can see a bounce, but I mean, just a huge sell-off across the markets, and we will see. Actually, the Dow broke the 50. May have a looks like we have a bearish crossover. So still got some support right around the 33.5 area, but we will need to hold some levels. Speaking of sell-off, another one that shook the market today in the small caps was, you guessed it, ARDX. Again, I always say, even on my swings, I always say, look, biotechs are high risk, high reward. High risk, high reward. So you're risking a lot. Sometimes you get a little. So just always be careful with these. It's never always the smartest thing to hold your full position, through the entire date that they're supposed to report to meet with FDA. So that's unfortunately somebody was stuck at 7 and selling at 1. So again, I mean, this is not for the faint of heart. It's nobody's fault. If you take that risk, be aware of what can happen. But we did have a couple of stocks running. AHPI, they went big. So from 5 to 10, they doubled 100%. And just got to get in here on this volume bar. We see a volume pre-market, 2,000 shares, and again, looking at what we traded the day before, 3 million shares the day before, to 31 million. That's 10x. That's something we always look for. So number one, whenever you see the stock break above breakout levels, you can always buy. Now, I mean, they pull back some, but when you see the volume already surpass what it was the day before early in the day, you can pretty much get in safely, knowing that, hey, the volume's already the same as it was the day before, at 9 o'clock in the morning. That means in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, we're going to 10x, which is going to reflect in the price. So one more MTSL. And we saw a nice little hold on this triple bottom here. And then we just saw a big spring from support. We talk about support, we talk about a level that stock can't go below, or having trouble going below. So we went again, 960,000 to 39 million. Again, pay attention to back volume, relative volume, current volume. If you don't know those, give us a shout. We got products on it. Look those things up so you can understand what makes price movements go. So that's what I have. Big sell-offs everywhere. You're getting a lot of people, panic selling. People are just panic selling because they don't know what's going on next with this pandemic. So preserve your capital. Another one we see developing looks like JAN. Now, JAN is another biotech stock. They got a phase 2 coming up. Super small float. Traded 49,000 shares yesterday, and today we trade 360,000. So this could be something brewing. Keep your eye on this. If it breaks $8, be on the lookout because this thing can take off. It has a small float. So with that, I will give the floor over to you.
Hey, yeah. So, yeah, like you said earlier, like pretty much the overall market has been selling off. So for me, I've been really focused on really trying to preserve capital and taking the lowest risk, high reward setups. And but as far as the OTCs, I'm in SPONF right now, and I like this setup just because it's established support. So I look at it as a low risk, high reward, and volumes coming in. So I'm looking for that to push up to maybe 4 cents, but if not, if I can get it, if it goes 3.5, that's still a pretty decent trade. But right now, from my perspective, the name of the game is to know when to be aggressive and when not to be. And right now is not a great time to be super aggressive. You really want to try to tiptoe in, scaling your positions and always define your risk. Because I mean, the way the market's looking now, I mean, if you go in too aggressive, I mean, things could definitely get ugly for you. You know what I mean? So you want to definitely know what you're risking, define your risk, and like I said earlier, just try to scale in and look for the highest probability setups that you can now. And on a positive note, when the market does turn and it is a lot of opportunities, those are the times you want to be a little bit more aggressive. So that's pretty much the stance I'm taking right now. But yeah, I'm looking for anything on the OTC that I can find that's holding support and volumes coming in. Those are the types of plays that I'm looking to get in at this point.
Yeah, OTCs are definitely taking a beating lately. So do your research, make sure you got a legitimate company on your hands. So without under a penny. Obviously, a lot of people, there's been a lot of talk about a lot of the exchange going away. Some of these stocks are just going to completely not be traded anymore. So be super careful, understand custodianships, understand debt, and the types of stocks that are going to be being regulated in the near future. So you do not get, so you don't lose a lot of money. So that's pretty much it. Just a big sell-off in the markets. As always, there's always gems in the middle of these. Whenever we see a big sell-off, or whenever we see, the small caps, the big caps doing bad, a lot of times the small caps will benefit from it. So money doesn't go away; it just flows to different areas. So again, small cap, you're looking at you're looking at all the money from the S&P, all the money from the Dow, all the money from those big indexes flowing into different areas of the stock market. So that's pretty much it. Pay attention to volume. Look at the news, the catalysts. All of the pandemic plays like API. The mask plays, vaccine plays are going to be running once again. So, hey, just make sure that you are doing your homework, doing your research, and APT. What I meant. Make sure you're doing your research and knowing what kind of plays are going to be heating up and getting hot. Test kit plays, all those kind of things. PRPO is one of them. But again, it's just a time to preserve your capital. Be careful, be smart, and stay green. So we will give you updates from day to day as the market continues to flow. And again, if you have any questions, give us a shout. Email us at greenwoodstocktrading@gmail.com. You can text all the links in the description. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, and we'll see you on the green side. God bless.